Welcome again to English for Academic and Professional Purposes. This is now our week number 10 and our module number 8, which is all about making a graphic aid. So what is the importance of making a graphic aid or a visual presentation every time we do a formal writing and reporting? So here is our learning objectives for this module. Number 1, we will understand the use of graphic aids, its specific usage, its definition, and its importance. So we could appreciate the importance and usage of graphic aids. And of course, as an application, you will do a simple graphic aid. Okay, so now let's define what is a graphic aid. A graphic aid is basically a helping enhance comprehension. It means it improves and it helps our comprehension or our understanding of a specific details, specific topic, specific composition, specific proposal, specific story or books, or even reporting. So just like what I'm doing right now, this is a graphic aid or a visual presentation, so you could understand what I talking about regarding the graphic aids and the other module as well. So they are teaching tools that assist in differentiating instruction, offering greater access to content, and help in better comprehension of new information. So differentiating instruction, sometimes we are confused kung ano ba talaga yung dapat natin gawin, but pag nakikita natin siya, meron siyang visual example at talagang creatively presented, madali natin siyang nakikita. Kaya it offer a greater access to content na yun pala yung nangyayari doon. Lalo kung yan ay story, yung nakikita mo yung characters, kung ano yung tsura nila, nakikita mo yung situation, yung problem and solution, kung paano siya na-address sa story sa pamamagitan ng mga visual presentation. And that will also lead us to a better comprehension. Mas nauunawaan natin yung isang bagay kapag ito nakikita natin, because some of us are learns better when we see things. Okay, so yung mga visual learners. Okay, so paano natin ito ginagawa? It involves the use of pictures, mga videos, charts, or internet material that relate to the subject. And graphic aids are perfect for low-level readers and also engage all students in the learning process. Okay, lalo na yung mga low-level readers. Okay, so lalo yung mga kids, di ba? So they learn most kapag meron silang nakikitang mga pictures, kapag na-identify nila what is a cat, what is a dog, what is a bird. Kapag nakikita nila yon, mas nag-retain sa memory nila, this is a cat. And then you put a sentence below the picture, then saying that this is a cat. So they did not just read it, but also they can identify it because of the visual example that is included. Okay? So pwede siyang videos, pwede siyang charts. So anything na pwede nating magamit. So ngayon, uso yung mga infographics. Okay? So details, mga surveys, yung mga studies, yung mga research are using right now the infographics for better learning and better presentation. Kasi halos yung isang research ay presented na siya sa isang page lang with a lot of visuals and creativity. Okay? So why are graphic aids effective? Number 1, it uses tables to organize information. Okay? So lalo kung mga complex yung numbers, okay? So it's really hard for us to understand or to manipulate data kapag yan ay gulo-gulo. But if we use graphic aids, it helps us to organize the information. Lalo na kung yan ay chronological, thematical, or topical, makikita natin kagad yung mga information at madali siya ma-access. Okay? And then uses charts and graphs to represent the relationship among data. So nakikita natin kagad yung relationship. Kasi meron na siyang comparison. Nakikita na natin doon yung comparison. Nakikita natin yung result doon kung yan ay statistical. If there is a significant relationship, there is a significant difference, makikita natin kagad sa chart and graphics. uses diagrams to show connections among parts of or other relationships. Diagrams are ideal devices to show details and dimensions. Okay, so the same with the others. Number 4, use drawings to represent physical appearance, create impressions, and to illustrate spatial relationships and view of components. Kung nakikita natin yung nabasa mo si Mickey Mouse o any other Disney characters or anime, pag binabasa mo lang siya, boring, si Mickey Mouse, ganyan. Pero pag nakikita mo siya, mas ma-appreciate mo siya at magkakaroon ka ng interest, okay? So hindi lang siya yung novel na puro sulat lang, pero using drawings represent physical appearance, it create impression, okay? Uses photographs or illustrations, number 5, to record reality, define, and provide examples. So yan. Meron siyang realia, okay? So when we talk about an apple, we don't just talk about an apple through words, but also with examples. Concrete examples can be the realia, yung mismong apple, or a representation ng apple like pictures, videos, or anything that somehow that represent an apple, okay? So uses maps to show location of objects in space and relationship between objects and phenomena. Okay, when we use a map, we can identify, okay, this is the Philippines, this is the United States of America, this is west, this is east, this is north, this is south. But if we do not have visual example of the maps, we quickly got confused with regards where's the Philippines, where's Asia, where's Europe, where's Russia, where's China. Okay, so it helps us to show the location, not just the map of the world, but also yung uso ngayon, di ba, meron tayong mga GPS, meron tayong mga Waze, yung mga Google Earth, okay? So nakikita natin, okay, yung lugar vividly at mas na-retain sa atin, lalo na kung pupunta sa isang lugar. If you want to go to this location, you search it sa Google Map, and then makikita mo yung mga nearby stores for landmarks, and then meron din mga pictures doon. If you want really yung concrete example, you go to Google Earth, and then makikita mo talaga yung visual presentation ng lugar as in na yun. Okay? So number 7, uses of icons to level objects, jog memories, and provide simple representation of action, concepts, or objects. So, nililabel. Okay, so for example, color blue, this is about grade 7, color green, this is grade 8, color red, this is grade 9, color yellow, this is grade 10. So merong label, okay, na-identify mo, okay, those with the yellow labels are the grade 10, okay? Or kinakategorize mo siya, okay? Madali mo siyang maka-identify, kaya madali mo pinpoint, okay, this color yellow, this is blue, this is red, I know it already, okay? So those are the reasons why graphic aids are effective. Okay? Now, let's talk about a good graphic aid. Okay? Paano natin masasabi na yung maganda yung graphic aid? Number 1, it accurately shows the facts. Okay? Sabihin, yung mismong details. Okay? Yung mismong content na pe-present. Okay? Not just a mere presentation, but also that presentation, that visual presentation, ay dapat nakabase doon sa katotohanan na iyong pine-present. Okay? So, if that is a literature, dapat nandun talaga sila, yung mga characters, yung mga events, yung conflicts, yung situation, and others. Okay? It actually shows the facts. Hindi lang nagpapakita ka ng for the sake of visual presentation. Number 2, it grabs the reader's attention. You can see sa mga presentation ko, I'm not just putting yung mga labels, yung content, but I'm also including some pictures that is related to the presentation. Okay, for example, here beside me makikita mo yung meron ditong nagpe-present. Yan. Nagpe-present ng graphic aid. So, yun yung mga examples na maglagay ka ng mga pang-grab ng attention. Okay? So number 3, complements or demonstrate arguments presented in the text. Okay, it complements, sabihin yan. Kasi ito, it complements, bagay siya dito sa ating presentation. Okay? It has a title and labels. Dapat may ganun. Kaya sa taas niyan, makikita ninyo, Module 8, Week 10, Graphic 8. So, you know na itong presentation na ito, as time goes by, kahit na mag-skip ka ng time, you know, this is all about Graphic Aids because I put a title above my presentation. It is simple and uncluttered. Hindi kalat-kalat. Hindi yung organized talaga siya. Pag nakita mo, maganda siya tingnan sa mata. At hindi siya masyadong colorful, fancy. Hindi siya masyadong dark, okay, na hindi na makita yung mga text, but it's simple and uncluttered, okay? It shows data without altering the message of the data, okay? So, yun, bigyan mo ng justice yung mga, lalo kong numbers yan. So, hindi na alter yung message ng data, okay? So, number 7, it clearly shows any trends or differences in the data. So, yan, when we talk about numbers, okay, so presentation, results, analysis, data analysis. So, mas okay yung graphic aid mo kapag na-presenta ng maayos. Okay? Number 8 is visually accurate. So, talagang hindi siya basta-basta lang. Hindi mo lang siya kinopya, hindi mo lang siya in-input, kundi talagang accurate. Okay? Yung mga numbers. Especially yung mga typographical errors. Okay? So, napakahalaga nun because lalo kung numbers yan, kung yan ay nag-input ka ng maling data, the number, everything will affect the presentation. Okay? At it will be questioned also by the critics and even if that is a defense, yung mga panel. Okay? A diagram shows the parts of an object. Okay? So, dapat makita yung diagram shows the part of an object. And then, a table compares information expressed as numbers. Okay? So, that's data. Numbers. Okay? Hindi lang yung verbal description, kundi merong numbers talaga. So, that will show you kung mag-aayos ba talaga yung iyong graphic aids. Nextly, let's talk about the benefits of graphic aids. Okay, number 1, the graphic aid improves students' performance. Okay, in a sense na mas natututo sila. Okay, yun pala yun. Nagkakaroon sila ng eureka moment. Okay, I got it, I found it. Okay, number 2, it improves students' reading comprehension. Okay, so because it helps them to be creative, na mapapaisip sila, yung pala yung itsura niya. So, ito pala yung talaga nangyari. Ganito pala yun. Okay, so, kaya na-retain sa kanyang it improves thinking and learning skills. So, that's, it's also related to what I said. Lalo na itong number 4, it aids in retention. So, this is crucial kasi, lalo na sa mga merong mga mnemonics device. Okay, so, yung iba kasi, pag may nakita na silang picture na ganito, alam nila na ito yon. Okay? Lalo ako, ganun ako. Pag may nakita sa presentation na ito na yung picture na yon, so, alam ko na lahat yung buong content na yun because na-retain na sa akin. Okay? Yun yung aking palatandaan. Okay? Number 5, it supports implementation of cognitive learning theories. Okay? So, kapag we talk about cognitive learning theories, yung iyong cognition, yung iyong mind, ay has a direct influence sa iyong learning, of course. That's your mind. And also your behavior. Okay? So, this theory will be proven dahil nga sa iyong nakikita. Whatever you see also affects your mind. And it also gives you understanding. It also gives you a thinking. Okay? And number 6, it helps students link existing knowledge organized in schemas to new knowledge. When we talk about schemas, ito yung mga prior knowledge mo na, yung mga dati mong natututunan. Okay? So, for example, nung tayo mga bata, alam natin, ang 4 na paa na parang nakaupo ay mga animals. Okay? Tapos may fur. Alam natin mga animals yun. Kaya lang, kung nakita tayo ng 2 paa lang, which is the chickens, and other sa family ng mga birds, okay? Ay nagulat ka na animals din pala yun. Paano nangyari yun? Kasi ang pagkakaturo sa akin, 4 na paa ay animals. Pero ito, 2 paa lang. Paano naging animal to? Okay, dahil sa existing knowledge mo sa 4 na paa, 2 paa, okay? So, namamanipulate mo ngayon yung dati mong data sa isip mo nung ikay bata ka at nare-realize mo hindi lang pala yung 4 na paa yung mga animals. Pero din 2 paa. Pero not necessarily, 2 paa na mayroong mga balahibo. Kasi ang tao may 2 paa pero wala namang balahibo. Okay? So meron pa palang different kinds of animals. Hindi lang pala yung animals na may fur, tapos na may apat na paa. Okay? So, at may buntot. Okay, so that is your existing knowledge. And then organizing schemas to obtain new knowledge. Number 7, it communicates what words cannot. Okay? There are sometimes na kahit anong klaseng explanation ang gawin ng teacher or kahit kayo, kapag may nakita kami regarding your presentation, nagkakaroon kami agad ng understanding. Yun pala yun. Okay? Yun pala yun. Yun pala example nun. Number 8, it appeals visual to learners. Okay? When you talk about appeal, nagkakaroon ng interest. Nakakatch mo nga yung attention ng iyong audience. Kaya, okay, I want to listen to this because this is something interesting. Okay? Pansinin ninyo, mas na pinakikinggan ng mga mag-aaral, yung mga guro na mayroong mga presentations rather than yung mga teachers that just talk all day. Okay? So, number 9, it provides pictures that will aid memory and retention. So, yun din yun. Okay? So, alam naman natin na we learn most kapag nakikita natin yung isang bagay. Okay? So, nare-retain lalo sa memory natin. Yun yung nagiging palatandaan natin. Okay, number 10, it saves space and record information in concise manner. Okay, so lalo pag visual presentation, hindi naman lahat word by word nilalagay sa presentation. Yung importante lang, okay? And the rest, you explain it, okay? And then, lastly, it clarifies relationships such as numerical relationships, okay? Yun nga, yung mga statistical, okay? So, at yung mga surveys, yung mga yon ay binibigyan pa ng linaw lalo yung data. Okay? Now, there are 10 tips for creating visual aids or the graphic aids. Number 1, do the slides last. So, research ka muna, gawa mo ng word, and then gawa ka muna ng outline, and then after the outline, tsaka ka gumawa ng slide. Okay? So, number 2, edit ruthlessly. Edit lang ng edit. Dalit salita. Number 3, use minimal words. So, kung huwag mo ilagay lahat yan, kinaka-copy-paste. Okay? Yun yung sakit ng mga students. Okay? Even I was guilty about that before because my presentation, parang yun yung pinaka-manuscript ko. Sulat mo lahat doon, copy-paste, patong mo doon lahat. Hindi yun maganda kasi mas liliit yung text. Okay? Use minimal words lang. Okay? Yan, parang mga ganyan. Simple lang. Okay? So, and then, point by point, I'm explaining it. I did not put everything that is all about this, but I explain it dun lang sa niyang title. Number 4, remember the rule of 3. And then number 5, explain jargon. Kaya kung meron mga malalim na salita, alam yung jargon. Ano yung jargon? Jargon are highfalutin words. Ano yung highfalutin words? Sa Tagalog, mga malalalim na salita na hindi natin maunawaan. Okay, yun lang yan. Okay, number 6, use muted color. Okay, muted color yung basta madaling salita yung nakikita yung text mo. Kaya huwag yung masyadong colorful to the point na natabunan na lahat ng iyong gustong sabihin sa iyong presentation. Okay, so number 7, follow a strict slide format. Okay? Kung maging consistent ka lang kung ano yung slide mo sa 1 hanggang matapos, gano'n na. Huwag yung iba't iba ng design. Huwag yung siya fancy. Number 8, give a slide a single message. Ayan. So, may coherence. Dapat sila ay iisa yung pinatutukuyan. Number 9, use occasional theoretical models. And number 10, look for inspiration all around. Tingnan lang. If your presentation is all about story, so take a look around and then research muna, layout ka muna. Ano ba yung bagay sa story? If this is a proposal, ano ba yung bagay na layout for proposal, project, okay? Mga ganun bagay. If this is a report, and what is the report all about, check around, look around, search muna, and then try to look for inspiration. Okay, so ano ba yung magandang design? Okay, that's crucial. Okay, and then from that, consistent ka na dapat. Alright. Now, let me give you an example of types of graphic aids. Okay, mga iba't ibang klaseng graphic aids. Okay? It's not about just yung mga tables, pie chart, mga ganun, but iba't ibang klaseng mga graphic aids na pwede ninyong magamit. Alright? So, let me just show you these examples. Okay? Okay, here is mga klase ng graphs. Okay, the line graph and the double line graph. So, pag dyan, nakikita natin kagad yung mga progress, yung regression, yung relationship, nakikita natin dyan. Okay? So, sa line graph and then double line graph. Okay, pag may dalawa na yung iyong variables. Types another one is pie graph and bar graph. This is common, okay? Para makita natin yung hatian. Okay, for example, this one about the film. Alin dyan yung comedy, action, romance, drama, horror, foreign, science, and fiction. Okay? So, para makita natin kagad kung sino yung kaunti at marami. And types of graphic aids, ayan pa, area graphics and waterfall chart. Ay ba yan? Medyo complicated. Another one is the pictograph or the picture graph. Ayan. Apple 1, Apple 154. Ilan yung apples na kainin mo. And polar graph, it's quite complicated. Pero dyan, makikita natin yung sounds. Kaya yung mga hertz. Okay, mga decibels. Okay, doon yung makikita natin yan. Another one is histogram and time series graphs. Okay, so yun yung mga common na graphs na tuturo sa inyo sa ICT. Okay, the cosmograph and the box plot graph. And also the tree graph and the scatter graph plot. Okay, para makita natin kung meron siyang relationship. And then, so yan. Another at iba pa. Okay, this is also an example. My presentation is also an example of visual aids or graphic aids. Okay, now for your weekly assessment, I want you to make a visual graphic presentation regarding the following data. You can draw it or do it on your computer. If digital, print it, and to those who are in online class, send it to me via Messenger. Make it creative and presentable. And then again, pwedeng drawing, pwede mong i-type sa computer, gawin sa computer, mag-layout sa computer, mag-Photoshop ka, mag-PowerPoint ka, mag-Word ka. It doesn't matter. As long as you make a visual graphic presentation regarding the following data. Dayan to. This one. This is about the attendance or the enrollments of the senior high school students. The grade 11, ilang boys, girls, ng grade 11 ABM, grade 11 GAS, grade 11 UMS, grade 12 ABM, grade 12 GAS. So, make it presentable. And, itong, medyo table na to, pero make it more graphic visual aids. Itong ating activity na to. Alright? So, this is it for us this week. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me, and then PM me or text me or call me or tap me sa school kapag napadaan kayo regarding this. So, thank you very much for listening. This is our